Testing audio. Testing audio. Testing audio, testing audio.
Just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. I know there is peace within your presence. I speak Jesus. Just want to speak the name of Jesus. Every darkness is declaring there is hope and there is freedom. I speak Jesus. Your name is power. Your name is peace. Your name is love. Break every stronghold. Shine through the shadows. Burn like a I just want to speak the name of Jesus over fear and all anxiety. To every soul captive by depression, I speak Jesus. Your name is power. Your name is healing. Your name is life. Yes, it is. Break every stronghold. Touch the shadows. Burn lights upon. Your name is power. Your name is power. We declare your name is healing. Your name is Shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. And Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Oh, shout Jesus on the mountain, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness over every
Hello, good afternoon, welcome as we celebrate Jason Joel's life today. My name's Kyle. I've been asked by his daughters to conduct this service for him today. We will begin with an opening prayer by William Swain, and after that prayer, we will hear a song, I Speak Jesus. William?
Coba majalah, may kuba taglaan min kanam, tong kanam mo ta, kebagi guluinin. Ano tam kuku pendron, ano chon pamli. Kimi kamolo kunirin, kumolgan kubainam. Taji nam chinu ini kami riwayat itu ketek kemarmiam. Itu kia kanam, nai roja ke icet nan ko, kainaman, ime malogijan, kap nan ko icet jan, nanin kakajur ko, jen jamerujilam koi. Taji nam chinu ini kami riwayat. Kita am itu kuin perpen pamli. Itu kainaman yo, naj perpen. Beliau ikat itu kain lota Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. 'Cause I know there is peace within your presence. I speak Jesus. I just want to speak the name of Jesus. Till every dark addiction starts to break, declaring there is hope and there is freedom. I speak Jesus. Your name is power. Your name is healing. Your name is life. Break every stronghold. Shine through the shadows. Burn like a fire. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over fear and all anxiety. every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like a fire. Your name is power. Your name is power. And we declare it now. Your name is life. Break every stronghold. Break every stronghold. Shine through the shadows. Burn like a fire. Shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. And Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Oh, shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Your name is healing. Your name is life. Break every stronghold. Shine through the shadows. Burn like the fire. Come, Holy Spirit. Your name is love. Your name is power. Your name is healing. Break every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like a fire. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. 'Cause I know there is peace within your presence. I speak Jesus. Shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the street, Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. Jesus for my family,
It will be now our pleasure to hear from you. We will have you will each have an opportunity if you'd like to come forward and share your memories and thoughts of Jason with us today, so we will follow the program as outlined. So we would invite you to come forward now, one by one. Thank you.
I love you so much, Grandpa. Thank you for playing with me, making me laugh, and giving me the best hugs. I'm going to miss you every day. I know you're in heaven with Jesus now. That makes me happy, even though I'm sad. I'll think about you all the time. And I keep you in my heart forever. See you later, Grandpa. I love you.
I don't think there are enough words to truly describe the kind of man our dad was, or the hole that he's leaving in our hearts. From the very beginning, he welcomed me with open arms. He never made me feel like I was just his daughter-in-law. He loved me like I was one of his own daughters. And that is something that I will never take for granted. His kindness, his generosity, and the way he made everyone feel like family is something I'll always remember. He was the best father to his children, the best grandpa to his grandchildren, and the best father-in-law anyone could ask for. No matter what was going on in his own life, he always showed up. His love for his family was unwavering, and that love became the foundation of the loving father Harry is today. And to our children, he wasn't just grandpa, he was their best friend. If we were planning a family adventure, the first question was always, "Are we picking up grandpa?" And more often than not, the answer was yes. He never cared what we were doing. He just wanted to be with us. Whether it was something big or small, as simple as spending time together, he was there. And those adventures will forever hold a special place in our hearts because they were shared with him. One of the hardest things for me to imagine is not hearing his very heavy accent anymore. We FaceTimed him every single day. It became such a normal part of our lives that it is hard to picture a day without seeing his face pop up on the screen or hearing him say, "Hi Ika, hi Kai, hi Emery, hi Journey." Or sometimes he'd like to call her Litede. Sometimes he'll call out for Emery and says, "Hi Omori," and that's a combination of Oakley and Emery's name put together because he couldn't keep up with how many grandchildren he has. I'll also miss him asking the kids about their day. And those calls weren't just conversations, they were moments of love, laughter, and connection. They became a part of our family's daily rhythm. And I know we're going to miss them more than words can ever express. The kids are going to miss hearing Grandpa's voice. They're going to miss his smile, his laugh, and the way he made them feel so deeply loved. And Harry and I are going to miss having someone who loved us so unconditionally. Someone we would call, lean on, laugh with, and share life with every single day. The truth is, I don't know how we're supposed to move forward without him. There will always be moments when I'll automatically reach for the phone to call him or wish he was sitting beside us for another birthday, another holiday, another family adventure. There is no replacing him. There never could be. The love he gave Harry, our children, and me was one of a kind, and his absence will be felt for the rest of our lives. As much as this hurts, there is one thing that gives me peace. Watching someone you love suffer is one of the hardest things you'll ever experience. Seeing everything he endured with his health broke our hearts because we wanted so badly to take that pain away. Knowing that he is no longer hurting, no longer struggling, or what we've been telling the kids these past few days. He's with Jesus in heaven and he's so strong like daddy. He is finally at peace, and that gives us comfort even in the middle of our grief. Dad, thank you for loving me like your own daughter. Thank you for raising an amazing husband and father to our children. Thank you for loving your grandchildren with your whole heart. Thank you for every phone call, every FaceTime, every family adventure, every laugh, every hug, and every memory you've given us. And we promise to keep talking about you. We promise to tell your grandchildren stories about how much you love them so deeply and how proud you were of them. We promise to carry your kindness, your generosity, and your love with us every day. Journey would ask me, so does that mean we're getting a new grandpa? And of course, we would tell her no. No one will ever take grandpa's place, and no one will ever love you like he loved you. We will miss hearing your voice. We will miss seeing your smile. We will miss our daily FaceTimes. We will miss your hugs, your jokes, your advice, and simply just having you here with us. And until we see you again, thank you for loving us so well. We love you more than you'll ever know, and we will carry you in our hearts for the rest of our lives.
Dad, thank you for everything you've done for my family and for always being there when I need you most. I'm especially grateful for the love and support you showed my wife and my kids. Your grandkids were truly lucky to have a granddad like you. You showed each and every one of them what true love, kindness, and family means. We will miss your heavy accent, your goofy workout routines that always made us laugh, and all the little things that made you who you were. You got to watch my kids take their first steps, and you were there for the moments when they would steal your walking cane and run away laughing, no, you cannot catch them. Those memories are priceless, and we will carry them with us forever. We will cherish every moment we had with you. Thank you for the love, the laughter, and the memories you gave us. We love you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving us this special day to honor my father's life. Second, I want to thank each of you for being here in support of our family. My name is Bella, and I'm the oldest child of Jason. My husband is Eric, and we have 4 kids: Tyler, Camille, Jace, Bug, and Oakley. If someone asked me to explain my dad in 4 words, it would be patient, kind, humble, and giving. Growing up, he always chose gentleness when we did wrong. Instead of being quick to anger, he chose love and understanding. He would carry us down the stairs on school mornings as kids and make us Rice Krispie cereal with sugar in the milk. He was a patient, doting father who gave his all. I've heard many stories and read many comments over the past week with a common theme: how kind hearted he was. He always put others before himself in as- in every aspect of life and never expected anything in return. He gave to others because that's who he was. He truly had a heart of gold. His children were his pride and joy, but his grandchildren were his everything. He enjoyed every moment with them, cheered them on at cheered them on at their graduations, dance recitals, sporting games, doctor appointments, school, and etc. You could always count on him to be present, whether in person, video chat, or on the phone. And his disability never hindered that. He took life as it came and enjoyed each and every day. Thank you for being the best grandpa. One core memory with him as a child was when he worked at a local elementary school as a janitor. He would take me, my mom, and my siblings there after the school was closed. He would order pizza, let us take out all the gym equipment from the closet, and we played till it was time to go home. This was everything to me because it was so much fun as a little girl. We had the honor of taking care of my dad the last few years. Not seeing him every day or hearing his voice, the past week has been a hard adjustment. I miss the mornings when he'd come in the kitchen and say, "Good morning, Belle." I miss seeing him and my son bug together every day in the living room with Judge Judy blasting in the background. I miss his laugh, his smile, and how happy he got when he heard we were going out to eat because he loved food. Our house is not the same without him. Even though it's been tough, I'm at peace knowing he's free from pain, hardship, and struggle. Dad, thank you for all you did. Thank you for showing us what humbleness, kindness, and forgiveness looks like. Thank you for taking good care of us and making sure we are okay, from when we were kids to adults and now as parents. Thank you for all the memories that will stay close to my heart. I miss you, Dad, and I love you. Till we meet again, love, your daughter.
Hi, my name is Okuiya Peter. I am Jason Joel's granddaughter. Every morning we sang a song and it went like this: skunk in the banyan. Hold on. And the grandma would say, P.U. And then I would say, put it in there. And then Grandpa would say, and then he would say, Yokely. He was the best person ever. He would watch Judge Judy. He would sit at the counter always watching, like eating bagel with cream cheese and jam, with coffee, and he would always sit on Jace's rocking chair, and he would always like say good morning to us, and he would always buy us food, and we all love him so much. I love you, Grandpa.
Sorry, I gotta pull up my notes app. It's been a week since I lost my grandpa. In that week, I felt immense pain, sadness, anger, confusion, and all the emotions. The main emotion I felt was loneliness. Grandpa was my roommate since I first moved here in Utah in the spring of 2023. In those 3 years of living and sharing a room with Grandpa, he was my best friend. He will always have a special place in my heart, because he was truly the best person that I knew. As you guys might know, me and Grandpa aren't related by blood, but for some reason, my grandpa sure treated me and my sister as one of his grandchildren. He didn't have to, but he did. And as far as long as I could remember, I truly was his grandson, and he was my grandpa till his last breath on this earth. My grandpa Jason was a very simple man. Almost every single weekday, he would get up around 7:30 to take a shower before dialysis. And usually I use the restroom after that because he takes so long. And after he got out of the shower, he'd go up for a bagel and his coffee. And after that, he'd go for dialysis for a couple of hours, and he'd come home around 3 and sit down in his chair in the garage for a while. After he'd sit down, he'd go inside and lay down with my younger brother and play with him while simultaneously watching Judge Judy on the TV, but also while he was playing games on his phone. After that, he'd go eat, then get ready for bed. Me and him would talk to each other for a while, and when the lights went out, we'd always talk about things we loved. And I learned a lot of things from Grandpa. For one thing that I thought was super cool is that he went to go see Michael Jackson while he was in college with his friend. And of course, he didn't pay for it because he didn't feel like it, but his friend did. I didn't know that, and for the longest time, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, that my grandpa saw Michael Jackson. But if one thing was clear, that's still the coolest thing to me, because Grandpa saw someone so cool like that. We'd always talk when the lights went out, even when the TV was going or when I was on my phone, we would always talk. The main thing he talked about was his family. In the 3 years we spent in the basement bedroom, he talked about how much he loved his kids and all the memories he made with them, and how much he loved his grandkids. He would talk about how he misses his kids and his grandkids, even though he just called them a couple minutes earlier. He would talk on and on about how much he loved this family and how much he would do anything for them, and I saw that with my own eyes. He did a lot of things for us in this family. He'd buy us food, unhealthy food, never any healthy food. He'd buy us groceries even though we didn't need any groceries. He'd watch my brother and my sister. He'd give up the TV when I wanted to play the game or watch TV. And for all those things you did for us, Grandpa, I just want to say thank you. I can say that everything is going to be back to normal when I get back home, but that would just be a lie. Grandpa, I miss you, and I'll always miss you. I miss you saying good morning to me to start our days. I'll miss making you food and making you coffee. I'll miss driving you to dialysis. I'll miss watching football with you on Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays. I'll miss hearing you complain about the New York Jets because they sucked at football. I miss you playing with my cousins and my brothers and my sisters. I'll miss you watching Judge Judy at the loudest volume when I'm trying to go to sleep. I miss hearing how excited you got when you were about to talk to your grandkids. I miss hearing you say, "Wow, good job," after something I did and I thought that it was cool. I miss getting you food, even though my mom explicitly told me to not give you any food, even though I still did. I miss eating Texas Roadhouse with you because you sure love those buns. I'll miss your laugh and your voice. I'll miss all of you, Grandpa. Thank you for your time here on earth. Thank you for being kind and loving and humble towards everyone. I'm at peace knowing you don't have to be in pain anymore. And please tell my little cousin that I say hi. And thank you for everything you do, Grandpa, and everything you did. I love you, and I'll see you eventually.
Greetings. I'm Cami, one of Jason Joel's granddaughters. When writing this speech, I had no idea where to start. And I think it's because I knew that no words I could say or write could ever measure up to the remarkable and incredible person my grandpa was. He was full of adventure, life, kindness, and grace, and most of all, love, especially for his family. Growing up, there was never a time where I can recall Grandpa ever being absent. He chose to be present in all of our lives. And I think I can say that we will all be grateful for that forever. Having him as one of my grandparents was truly a blessing and a gift that could never be replicated. He dedicated so much time to me and my cousins and made life more magical and joyful for all of us. And although I wasn't related to him by blood, he treated me as though I was. There's a thing as romantic love and there's a thing as true love, and I think that's what Grandpa showed all of us. Flying into Utah, he would be there to greet me with a hug and a smile. He would say with his accent, "Oh, hi, Kimmy, when'd you fly in?" And it made me feel even more at home. Now it feels melancholic and bittersweet because a part of home is missing, and I know I won't be getting it back. During my youth, he would spend time with me and my cousins outside. He would sit there with his cane and just spend time with us and talk and just enjoy our presence. He and I would hang out with Oakley and Jace, my little brother and sister, on the couch whenever I visited, and these were moments I cherished because of the laughter that was produced during those moments. I've never felt so much love radiate off a person the way it radiated off of him to other people. I knew him as an incredible, devoted, and loving grandfather, but he's revered for being so much more than that. To others, he was a father, son, grandpa, cousin, or a friend that was full of bravery, character, and compassion that can never be recreated or forgotten. He was a mighty person and one of the strongest people I knew. Despite his hardships and health, he continued to push through for those who loved him, himself, and most of all, for his family. In the time he has spent here on this earth, he has left an impact on each and every one of our lives. No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been the reward for what he gave. A quote by Calvin Coolidge that heavily applies to my grandpa. He blessed so many people with memories to carry, and because of that, he is widely adored. The admiration that so much of us have for him is proof of how much love he was filled with and how much of that he poured into us. It feels weird without him here. I flew in the other day, and I knew a part of Utah was missing because when I got to the house, he wasn't there to greet me. And he wasn't there to greet so many others. He taught us all so many things, and I think I've learned so many lessons from him, but the one thing he never taught me or all of us was how to live with his absence. And it's going to be hard. But it gives me a peace of mind to know that he left us all here with so much memories to carry and so much love to share that we got from him. Even though time will pass, the mark he left here will never disappear and it won't ever feel the same without him. However, he will always be alive, for the love he left here with us is everlasting, and so is his legacy. Within all of us, a fragment of my grandfather, Jason, lives. May his passing not be what he's remembered and honored for, but may his way of living life to the very fullest be what he's remembered for. So with that being said, may we celebrate him to the fullest today and evermore. Thank you, Grandpa. Your memory will be with us forever. Thank you.
I am the husband of this beautiful lady right here. It's my wife. She's the oldest daughter of Jason Joel. Jason Joel, I didn't write a speech because you're the type of guy that didn't really like attention coming George way, so I'm going to make this quick. I love you. I miss you. And those bagels with the jam and cream cheese is something that I'm going to miss seeing around. Love you, big guy.
Hi, my name is Ryan, also known as Junior, and I'm Jason's first grandchild. I want to thank everyone for coming to celebrate the beautiful life of someone who meant so much to all of us, my grandpa. It's hard to find the right words because there are no words that can truly describe what my grandpa meant to me. He wasn't just my grandpa, he was my best friend. From the time I was little until now, he was always someone I looked up to, someone I could count on, and someone who always made a life a little better just by being around. Whenever you saw my grandpa, you saw me, and whenever you saw me, you saw my grandpa. We were inseparable. Some of my favorite memories with my grandpa are the little things that probably didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but now mean everything to me. One memory that always makes me laugh is when I would get in trouble as a kid. My mom would be yelling at me, and before I knew it, Grandpa would be right there defending me. He would start disciplining my mom for yelling at me. Looking back, I probably deserved it most of the time, but to him, I was his grandson, and he was always going to have my back, and that's just the type of person that he was. When we lived in New Jersey when I was a kid, he used to sleep with me every single night. As a kid, I never really thought much of it. I just knew when my grandpa was there, I felt safe and I felt loved. Looking back now, those nights are some of the memories I'll cherish the most because they remind me just how much love he had for me. As I got a little older, I would take him on random drives whenever he got bored. We didn't need a reason. We just enjoyed spending time together. Most of the time, we'd end up at Capital City Diner for pie. He always got the lemon meringue, and I always got the banana cream pie. Those drives and those slices of pie might seem like such simple moments, but they were some of my favorite moments of my life. I would give anything to go on just one more drive with him. And sit across from him at that diner one more time. The thing I'll always remember most about him was his patience and his unconditional love. Whether it was pushing me to be the best man I could be growing up, always being on my side no matter the situation, or just sitting together talking, those moments are the ones that I'll carry with me forever. At the time, they felt like ordinary days, but now I realize they were some of the greatest gifts he's ever given me. He taught me so much without even trying. He showed me what kindness looks like, what loyalty means, and how important it is to always be there for the people that you love. Those lessons will stay with me for the rest of my life. There will forever be days when I wish I could call him, ask him for advice, or just hear his voice one more time. But I'm grateful for every memory we made together, because those memories are something no one can ever take away. Grandpa, thank you for being the best grandpa and the best friend that I could ever have asked for. Thank you for every laugh, every lesson, every conversation, and every moment that we shared. I'll miss you more than words can say, but I'll carry you with me every day for the rest of my life, my friend. I promise your soul will continue to live through me. I love you more than words can describe, and I'll never forget you, my best friend. This isn't goodbye. It's see you later. Rest peacefully, Grandpa.
Hi, everyone. First and foremost, I thank God for allowing so many of us who love Dad to be able to gather today to celebrate his 65 years of life. I'm Angelina, Jason's second born and biggest headache growing up. My husband is Mike, our son is Ryan, also known as Junior. While our hearts are heavy with grief, they're also full of gratitude for the time that we're blessed to have with him. My dad was more than a father. He was a source of strength, wisdom, laughter, and unconditional love. He taught us not only through his words, but through the way he lived his life. He showed us the importance of hard work, kindness, integrity, empathy, and always putting family first. Dad was humble and a constant source of support for myself and my family through the good and bad, often reminding me that I was stronger than any obstacle I was facing. I remember telling him I was pregnant at age 17. I was terrified, and I'm sure he was too, but he hugged me and with tears in his eyes told me he loved me and would be there every step of the way. My dad provided that and more. The bond he formed with his first grandson was beautiful to watch. Not only was I lucky to have him as a father, but I was incredibly blessed to see him be the best grandpa to my son for 22 years. He made sure to call not only myself, but also his grandson daily to remind us how much he loves us. He was 2,180 miles away from us, but he knew every detail of our life, proving that distance didn't matter when it came to people he loved. Dad had a way of making people feel welcomed, valued, and loved. The stories we have heard this past week has proven how many lives he has touched, and the stories being shared today are a testament to the incredible person that he was. His legacy lives on in the family he loved, the friendships he built, and the values he has instilled in all of us. The love he gave us continues to shape who we are every day. Whenever we choose kindness, show compassion, work hard, or care for one another, we honor our dad's memory. Dad, thank you for everything, the sacrifices you made, the lessons you taught, every hug, every laugh, and always bringing our family together. We will miss you, Dad. Your laugh, your presence, and the comfort of knowing that you are only a phone call away. But we will never lose what you gave us. You will forever live in our hearts, our memories, and in the way we choose to live our lives. As we lay you to rest today, we do so with love, gratitude, and hope. This isn't goodbye. It simply means we'll carry you with us until we meet again. Rest peacefully, Dad. We love you more than words can express, and we will miss you every single day.
My name's Mike, and J. Joel was my father-in-law. I knew him for 17 years. When I first started dating Angeline, I moved from Massachusetts to New Jersey. I just couldn't believe how easily he just welcomed me in. I lived under his roof for well over a year. He never asked me for a dime. I always felt welcome. He's probably he was the most selfless man I think I ever met. Just not a selfish bone in his body. I think it's pretty evident here, like the love that he spread and the impact that he had on people. And if I could be half as selfless as he would. I mean, I've seen him when we were in New Jersey. I think one time he walked in the house with a brand new TV for the house. And we were all excited, all of us, brand new TV. I think a couple days later, I walked into the living room and the TV was gone. And I was like, where'd the TV go? One of his family members didn't have a TV. So we packed up the TV and sent it off to him. That's the kind of man he was. I hope you rest in peace.
Hi, Grandpa was the best thing I could have said in my day, and hearing him talk to me was the thing that made my day the best. Every time he came to the food truck, he would always sit in the car and he would roll down the window, and I would talk to him about sports with him until he left. He was always there for me, no matter what happened, and he was always loving me. Seeing him go was probably the hardest thing, but knowing that his pain is gone is probably the best thing that's happened this week. Every time you would come to my house just to see us, we would always play around with you. I remember one time when I was little, I took your cane and acted like you and walked like you did. And then he would always start laughing when I did. And that made me laugh so much. You were the best grandpa I could have ever had. You were one of the reasons You were loving me no matter what, and tell Molly that I miss her, and I'll see you soon. I love you, Grandpa.
Dad, you were more than a father-in-law to me. You were always a dad to me. I remember coming down to New Jersey. You just took me in like your own. Always made me feel welcomed. I remember coming to Utah. We road tripped down to Utah. We were moving to Utah, so we road tripped down to Utah, and you always made me feel like I had my family. So you were the most selfless, compassionate cheerleader there ever was. I remember every time we called you up on the phone and told you the best news or the worst news, you were always there. You were the first one saying, "Oh wow, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm gonna miss that." I'm gonna miss calling you up on the phone and telling you, "Hey Dad, guess what?" And he would always respond, "Oh wow, I'm so proud of you guys." It's gonna be really hard not hearing those words. To my husband, that was his best friend. My husband will always say, "Dad's my best friend. He's my only contact, my only friend in my contact list that I can call up whenever." And we're gonna miss that. We're gonna miss that so much. It's really hard, really, really, really hard, just knowing that the phone's never gonna ring again with Dad popping up. I remember when I first was dating Larry, I always called him Mr. Joel. That's what I called him, Mr. Joel. I couldn't wait for my wedding day. And I looked at him. We were driving because there was some issue with the cake, and he wouldn't let me drive because I didn't know how to drive, according to Dad. So we were driving to fix some issue with the cake, and I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, Dad." He started laughing. I had waited for so long to call him that. And ever since, he's always been Dad to me. He always will be. Thank you for being the best grandfather to our children. You love them so damn hard. And I know you will continue to do that. Thank you for treating me like your own, for loving all of us. The only thing that brings me a little bit of comfort is knowing that you are doing exactly what you love right now. You're being a grandpa. You're being a grandpa to my little girl. You're getting to do what I wish I could be doing right now. Please take care of her for us. Watch over her. Tell her we love her. I can't wait to see you guys again. Love you, Dad. Say love you.
Love you, Grandpa.
She said love you, Grandpa.
Thank you all very much for sharing such wonderful memories of Grandpa with all of us today. We will conclude this celebration with a closing hymn, a closing song, followed by a prayer that will be offered by Horton Harry. Hurton, if you want to come up and give us a closing prayer.
Good afternoon, and all the people who are looking. Molayanan, a gilinin in cher, a carnana, and nan will lead to Canada, and Le Royal, Tabrik, Kabua Harry, Urjun Tal, Jakanan, Manangan, Ramajal, Ilumani Hoa. Before we bring these services to a closing conclusion by prayer that I've been directed to conduct, we, at the instructions of my Leroy Tabrik Kabu Harry, we wish to have a small paying of respect of a group from Marshall Islands under her direction. And Melangi Jamarong Gurkumang, Lan Min Mekumar Gubada, Pentabrik, Ariba Ramajal, Bajan Chudak, and Elange Jamarong Kabelok John Al, Ina Bimun Kumarong Kuyu Kuyo Kabelok Ali, and Kumunaj Ali Bemaro. Leroy Tabrik Jujun Teliani, Mjar Revan Nad Lelok Muyan Triamu Winar and Pavlin, a work year Janaj Kilin in Ganjar. Eman con veriba ori yo si mai ni gemen ro awahu din Ija igu yogi igu ranim bong ija igu on eri bainde yo ije Eman con veriba uindre bije jan meninga ho ije elamon Ija igu yogi igu rani isa igunde iba ideyo eman konderika Oti ijemo imga golita Bable edono Isa igu Isa igu Ranimbo Isa igu Konde Erika ide yo ile Oke, alangnya kemro kaya ngalikin karo joyim talin wan mantam lead be najiri. Iya kwelo yo aito yarlo tagi melango ye Biano ya yo A few words before we close with a prayer. Uh, for those that don't know me, my name is William Swain. I'm from the Raleigh chain, and I've known Chazen for a few years. I was in New York during the time he was in New York. I was the deputy ambassador to the United Nations, attached to the Marshall Islands permanent mission to the United Nations there on the 7th Avenue. And I've heard of him that he was around the area, but we never connected up. We were too busy. My schedule was such that I couldn't have time to visit. But at one time I saw him in New Jersey, out of New York. And now, as a matter of reminder, Jason is from Millie, but I know of Jason. I know Jason comes from one of the royal lineage on Millie. He was not an ordinary man in the Marshallese context. And I venture to say that Jason would have filled his old hall if he knew and if the family would have permit such an occasion. Why? Well, for my part, even though I'm not from Millie, people from Millie had contacted me these last couple of days on how to get in touch and how to participate here. But be that as it may, I'm pleased to be here to stand with Tabrik Herrick, who's also a royal lineage a Kabua family from Raleigh Chain. Either way, rather Chain or Raleigh Chain, the word we attach to this is Jiroj Adak, Leadadak, Kableadadak. And these are no ordinary words in that culture. We don't use them colloquially. They're formal, and the manner in which they are presented in public are formal. So in a way, some cultural norms have definitely been chaffed and short-circuited. I know Millie or Wajah, part of Ligip, would have been feeling this wall all the way in. It would have been overflowed. What danger? Jami wilang yam jam bungutok imlogun am tijet iben Jason ijin. Kimi kamolo lokun chedweo am kwar ledok mangem. Kimi kamolo lokun nango rarwalok jen rain nijinim chibun. Komerar kwalok kargarin meurewan Jason. Kimi kamolo lok kan katan family. Ilo am Roma to ben family, Roma tan Jason, and Roma tan Ajiri Nijin in Jubin. Give me a war, ngan go milang. But Chidabam and Pungle Lebion Ajiri Chubin Nijin. Road chainim Jadinum, Ramankor Berin, road chainim Jadin, Rajab Berin, road chainim Javan, Rajab Berin. Ludo Gleb Jedabam Yor, Chiduan Kainim Manir, Emlelonganir Lur, Ilokolman. Imikajidam, Modajanam Chiblok, Chabaro, the Wawen go on raining in Mikmar, Kabujing and raining, one Kajaramani. Along a or Matan Manga Matan Ren, Kajaramani Barano. Roar is over the tall, and Chibaro chasing in Kachamalogan. Kimikajibon Kajalager and Kabijugan and Wire, Ilo Ainuman in Chokore. Rain in Brarko Rhino, be a war chidwin, Kainumani. Ilo and Jesus Christ, Timmy Barman again. Amen.
Thank you all very much for coming today. We'd like to ask the casket bearers to please come forward, step right outside these doors. The rest of you, you're welcome to stand and follow behind the casket as we escort Jason to the funeral coach.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Oh, you got my bag? Well, it's your bag, but my clothes, I think.
Hey, there's more. You have more stuff that needs to go.
And what about this?
I can put it in our vehicle if you want me to bring it out. Okay. I'm bringing this out, Dave.
And the flowers?
This backpack?